Hi, welcome to finintro. This is going to be a small bond valuation problem. It's a very traditional bond pricing problem. You should have done some of this in your homework assignments or in some of your examples inside the textbook. So this is going to be let me change the color here. We're already green. This is going to be a 5-year, $1,000 par value bond that makes semi-annual payments, has a coupon rate of 8%, and offers a yield to maturity of 7%. That's very clear. Okay, so what is the first thing I want to do when I have this kind of problem? I want to create my cheat sheet. Okay, so I'm going to come up here and I'm looking at my future value, my present value, my N, my I, and my payments. Okay, and obviously these are all right here: N, I, PV, MPV, or PMT, and future value. But this is a bond problem. So before we do this, let's take a look at what it actually means. My future value is going to be my face value, face or par value. My present value is going to be the price of the bond. It's going to be my price. I often denote this as P sub 0, or the price at time period 0. In time period 0 can be, in the middle of the payments, just what it is right now. N is going to be my yield to maturity. I is going to, I'm sorry, let's back up. Let's back up this train a little bit. N is going to be obviously the total number of periods, right? Number of periods. I is going to be my yield to maturity. And my payments are not really payments. We don't call them, I mean, they are payments, but we're going to call them coupons because we're talking about a bond. Okay, so let's scoot this up just a little bit and let's rewrite our future value problem over here. Okay, future value, present value, N, I, and payments or coupons. Okay, and so what's my future value? My future value here is $1,000 par value, so that goes right there, $1,000. My present value, I don't know. That's what I'm looking for. Calculate the price of. That means I'm looking for the price. N is going to be 5 years. I is a yield to maturity of 7%, so I'm going to put 7% right here. And payments is my coupon, and I don't have my coupon. Okay, so now we're presented with the first problem. What is my payments? What is my coupon? Well, here I have a coupon rate of 8%. All right, so this is going to end up being our step 1. Well, this is our step 1. This is our step 1. This is going to end up being our step 2, finding the coupon. I am missing the coupon. So how do I calculate coupon from coupon rate? Well, I know that coupon rate is equal to coupon over face value or par value. I know coupon rate because it's giving it to me in the problem, and I know face value because it's giving me in the problem. So all I have left is the coupon. No problem. So this is going to be 0.08 for 8% is equal to the coupon over $1,000. I multiply by $1,000 here. That cancels that. I multiply this whole thing by $1,000 on the other side, and that tells me that the coupon is equal to $80. Easy. So here is my payment. This becomes, let's do it right. Just erase it here. This becomes $80. But I have to calculate all of this on a semi-annual basis. So let's change color. If I do this on a semi-annual basis, semi-annual, that means I'm doing this 2 times per year. All right, so I've got to make some modifications to my calculations here. My future value stays the same, 1,000. My present value is what I'm looking for. N is 5 years, but if I'm doing this semi-annually, I'm not doing this once a year, I'm doing this twice a year. I multiply by 2, this becomes 10 periods. My interest rate is 7% for the entire year. I got to divide this one by 2, and that gives me 3.5%. Payments. Okay, so my coupon rate is for the entire year, which means I have 2 payments for the year. So I need to take payments and also divide this by 2, which gives me $40 payments. And this is the hard part. This $40 is the one that's going to get you if you're not prepared for it. Okay, so let's clean this up a little bit. It's a little messy. Um, let's clean it up just a little bit. So let's redo our cheat sheet, future value, present value, and I. And I'm going to put C for coupons, which is the same thing as payments. Okay, so my future value is 1,000. My present value is what I'm looking for. N is 4 years times 2 times per year, so that's equal to 8 periods. I is 7% divided by 2, That's going to be equal to 3.5%. My payments were $80, but I have to pay them out twice a year, so that's divided by 2, that's going to be equal to 40 bucks. And now it's as simple as just using our present value calculator. Okay? I've got 12 payments per year. I need to go and change that to make sure I do it right. 1 payment per year. Let's clear the mechanism. I have nothing in here, but I'm going to do clear all anyway, just to make sure. Okay, so starting at the top, $1,000. $1,000 goes into my future value. My N is 8, so 8N. I have 3.5%, 3.5% for my interest. My payment is what I'm looking for, and my present value is what I'm looking for. That's the price of the bond. And my payments are $40 per period. So that's going to be 40 per period. And now I'm going to calculate present value. And that gives me that the price of the bond is equal to $1,034.37. And that's it. It shouldn't be more complicated than that. Again, what's going to get you here, you guys have already, by now you should have already been able to do these modifications for N, and you should have been able to do these modifications for I, but you've got to think about what this one means here, being able to go back and understand that your payments also happen twice a year, and therefore I've got to break out the payments to $40 per period, not $80 per year. And that's what's going to throw a lot of you guys off. So good luck. Practice this problem, mix up the numbers, and run it again.